back to our presentation of the Kentucky Oaks, presented by Visa. Here is your Oaks favorite, Elo Love, currently at 3-1. Craig DeLassy, her trainer. He had a big Breeders' Cup score at this track, but this would be just as big. And I hope the horse is calmer than he is. A deep breath, Randy.
32-year-old Craig DeLassy grew up in the race business because his father was a horse trainer. Now, several other horses in this race are trained by people who grew up as sons of trainers. Bo Greeley, Steve Asmussen, Nick Canany. There's Wally DeLassy, who is Craig's father. For the DeLassy family in particular, though, this weekend at Churchill Downs could be a family celebration unlike any other in Churchill Downs history. No father and son trainer combination has won the Kentucky Oaks and Kentucky Derby in the same year. But Craig DeLassy will try with Oaks favorite Elo Love. And in the Derby, his father Wally saddles 10 Most Wanted.
It's exciting to be in this position, both myself and Dad. And, we have a real heck of a shot of doing it.
Craig DeLassy began working for his father at an early age, and his training career got a kickstart when Wally took a private job and dispersed his stable.
When I went to work for the Thurbid Corp, then I gave him a lot of nice horses, and that got him started good.
We're real close. Dad and I talk a lot, about certain races and things, and we're pretty close-knit that way. I'm very hands-on as far as what I do. I learned that from my dad, and our work ethic pretty much is what's got us where we're at right now, I think.
Craig DeLassy established himself when he won the 1998 Breeders' Cup Sprint with Re-Rays here at Churchill Downs soon after going out on his own.
I just got over there a little bit late, and they said, Craig won? Oh, my gosh, I was ecstatic. I couldn't believe it that he could do that. But that kid, he can put him over, I tell you.
That was a thrill and a half. I haven't been back here since, but we're loaded for bear this year.
Paul Redham's Elo Love, named for how his English wife greets him, has brought Craig back to Churchill Downs for the Oaks. When Elo Love shocked favorite Composure in the Hollywood Starlet in December, even Craig had to admit it was a surprise.
She's going to win. Composure will try to hold second, but she can't catch the winner of the Starlet. That is Elo Love.
It's a kind of a bold move to step up from a maiden win to a graded stakes, but she acted like she'd get the route of ground. She trained very forwardly into the race, and we took a shot, and she really looked good that day.
After 2 close seconds to Composure, Elo Love won the Ashland Stakes at Keeneland decisively, making her the favorite for the Oaks.
The extra little added distance, I don't think will be a problem at all. I mean, this is her last race, the way she accelerated and just kept running. And this track is very similar to the Hollywood Park surface where she trains most of the year, and she's really acclimated and trained very well over this track, so we're positive.
Win or lose, the family will share in the ride.
It takes a lot of work, and my family all together worked at it. It would be one tremendous thrill for Craig as well as myself if we were able to pull this one off.
Looking good.
It would be quite a feat, but both horses are doing really well, and our odds are for us to do well, and it's going to be exciting trying.
There's Pop right there. The odds are pretty good, Randy. You give us a good chance of happening.
Yeah, I actually think 10 Most Wanted has a better chance in the Kentucky Derby than Elo Love has in the Kentucky Oaks, and Elo Love is 3-1 right now. The main thing, these two guys, father and son's unusual enough, they are both superior trainers.
Well, Elo Love indeed in for a scuffle here in the Oaks. Let's go to the paddock and Hank.
Well, I'm with Pat Day, who will be riding my Boston Gal. So tomorrow you're on the DeLassy side, and today you're against him. That's the way the game goes, I guess, Pat.
Well, it is, and it's like a big family out here. The people involved in racing. It's fierce competitors one day and on the same team the next.
Are you looking to get in behind a speed duel today?
Well, if that developed and if my filly would settle, that would be ideal, I think, for her. We're going to have to play it off the break. The first time I rode her, she was recovering from a throat injury or a throat operation, and I don't think we want to get in a tug of war with her. We want to try to get along with her and keep her as settled as we can. So if a speed duel was to develop and she was to settle back off, I might get play in our favor.
I assume you'd like to see her run that way. Pat, do you feel a little bit left out of things? Everybody's been asking, how's Empire Maker every day, but you were laid up for 3 days. How's your back? Obviously, it hasn't bothered you too much today. You've had a couple of wins, including that stakes in the last race.
Yeah, we're having a good day. It's nice to be back in action. Yeah, I'd strained my back a little bit early in the week. Just didn't feel like I was going to be able to perform up to expectations in the afternoon. Gave it some time off, worked on it, and we're feeling very good today. So excited about being here.
I assume 10 Most Wanted feels good too.
He's doing great. He is trained as well as you could ask a horse to train. He's coming into it the right way. He's looking good and progressing every day. And so we're expecting a big effort out of him. And Lord willing, we'll get the roses.
All right, Pat. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you,
Chris.
Hank, there is My Boston Gal, the 21st Oaks mount for Pat Day. It would be a terrible thing to miss the Derby with a back injury he suffered hoisting a garbage bag into a dumpster, wouldn't it? But he's okay, and the Oaks is coming up soon.
It's been called the greatest 2 minutes in sports. Join ESPN for the traditional Run for the Roses. The first jewel in the fabled Triple Crown. From Churchill Downs, the 2003 Kentucky Derby. Sunday on ESPN.
Our aerial views are courtesy of the Goodyear Tire and Rubber Company. With us today, the spirit of Goodyear, continuing a 78-year tradition as the aerial ambassador of the company. 1929's Derby. Clyde Van Dusen, you told me the blimp was flying over this track.
I read it in the Daily Racing Form. Yep,
it's a good tit. Turn wire to wire. You got to get up early. Catch the repeat on ESPN at 5:30. Jeff Metters and of course Randy will bring you more Derby preview coverage. Counting down to the Kentucky Oaks 129. Of course, we talked about the depth and balance of this field, Randy. 4 years ago, it was a little different scenario. It was kind of a coronation of Silver Bullet Day, a filly so good that Bob Baffert considered actually running her in the Derby. I can remember like it was yesterday. It wasn't that long ago. Just go ahead, guys.
Silver memories. There's a look at trainer Bob Baffert, who's accustomed to the swarms of media on Derby week. He seems to enjoy it, actually. After all, he's won 3 Kentucky Derbies. But Baffert has also had success on Derby Eve in the Kentucky Oaks. In 1999, that 3-year-old filly was the talk of the town. Silver Bullet Day went into the Oaks with a fabulous record. Such a record that Baffert toyed with the idea of running her against the boys in the Kentucky Derby. She was 9 for 10 lifetime. She was the 1-10 favorite under jockey Gary Stevens.
Still clear by 2.5 lengths. Just a hand ride. Dreams Galar second. Here she is, Silver Bullet Day, the emphatic winner.
Yeah! 2-time champion, Silver Bullet Day.
And her trainer, Bob Baffert, has 2 entries in the Oaks. The highly regarded Santa Catarina, the 11 horse, and also the 8 Atlantic Ocean. We will come back for the post-parade. Kentucky Oaks 129 coming up shortly.
National Thoroughbred Racing Association continues on ESPN2.
Sun peeking out at Churchill Downs as we count down to post for the 129th running of the Kentucky Oaks, and we check the odds here. Elo Love and Lady Tack, the 1 and the 7 horse night co-favorites at 3-1.
Lady Tack finished a few lengths behind Elo Love in their last start, the Ashland, but obviously the handicappers are seeing things a little more equally for this race, and actually I tend to agree with them. My Boston Gal and Santa Catarina co-second choices, each at 5-1.
Go for Glamour, 20-1 morning line, now at 42-1 if you like her at all. That's a exotic horse to include.
She was 3rd in the Santa Anita Oaks, so it's not like she doesn't have any background at all. And you get a look there at Bob and Beverly Lewis's colors, Santa Catarina. Bob and Beverly just won the Crown Royal American Turf with Senor Swinger in a race just a half hour ago.
Nice to have your 5th or 6th best 3-year-old colt coming out with big stakes on Oaks Day, you know. Here is Elo Love. We talked about it. Robbie Alvarado, very fortunate to pick this mount up, and at Valenzuela chose to ride Calf Wayne, and there was a conflict, and now Alvarado's got the favorite, at least the co-favorite here. The 2 horses, My Boston Gal, trained by Carl Nostrode. He had a big stakes score today, ridden by Day, of course, who's had a big day already. Number 3 is Go for Glamour, trained by Bo Greeley, ridden by Alex Solis, seeking his first Oaks win, another California-based contender.
Trainer Nick Zito's won the Derby twice, but never the Oaks, and he's got 2 shots in here. The first one, number 4, Holiday Lady. The K there representing the fact that Holiday Lady sold at the Keeneland sale. This horse was 3rd in the Ashland last time out, and has Jose Santos. And he also has this horse Zito does, the 5-horse Bird Town, the horse that was 2nd in the Beaumont last out. Owner Mary Lou Whitney has never won the Oaks, but her late husband C.V. Whitney did. He won it twice in 36 and in 1958. Horse racing filled with history. The number 6 horse Yell, speaking of history, co-owned by Claiborne Farm, trained by Shug McGahee, the best bred horse in the race. Fabulous pedigree, 4th in the Ashland with an excuse before that, an easy winner in the Davona Dale.
Get the feeling you like her. There is the 7-horse Lady Tech. Steve Asmussen, Jerry Bailey aboard for the first time, exuding confidence in her. The 2nd of the Ashland after the 5 wins to begin her career. Runner-up to Lady Tech at Fairgrounds Oaks by a 3.5 was the 8-horse Atlantic Ocean, ridden by David Flores, her regular rider. Despite her name, she is